Have you ever wondered what it takes to drag a buried rig out of the desert or turn a pile of steel into something that actually works? That is exactly what Fab Rats has built a reputation on, tackling the impossible with grit, creativity, and a good laugh along the way. The wild recoveries and custom builds might be what fans see today, but the story really begins much earlier with the man who started it all. At the center of it all is Paul Cox, the man behind the welding mask. Born and raised in southern Utah, Paul grew up around machines, dirt roads, and plenty of opportunities to get his hands dirty. He developed a knack for fabrication at a young age, and more importantly, a love for solving problems creatively. He was not the type to send something to a shop or buy new when it broke. He was the kind of guy who would figure out a way to fix it, usually with steel, fire, and determination. That is the root of Fab Rats. When the YouTube channel first launched, it was not with grand plans of internet stardom. Like many creators, it started small, with Paul documenting projects in his shop and local rescues. But the magic happened because of the mix of skills and personalities. Paul's ability to engineer and fabricate unique solutions is impressive on its own, but the show is carried by the people around him too. His wife, his kids, his friends, and fellow shop members who all bring their own flavor. That dynamic makes the channel feel less like a tutorial and more like hanging out with people you would actually want to spend time with. One of the things Fab Rats became famous for early on was their off-road recoveries. Utah's rough terrain leaves a lot of people stuck where tow trucks cannot go, and that is where Paul and his crew stepped in. With custom rigs and a lot of grit, they pulled out everything from broken Jeeps in the mountains to RVs buried in the sand. Fans loved it because it was not just repairs, it was an adventure full of challenges, laughs, and the thrill of seeing a vehicle finally set free. But recovery videos are just one part of what makes Fab Rats popular. Paul's shop builds are another big reason people watch. From custom flatbeds to unique machines, his projects show off his amazing skills, leaving fans amazed and wondering how he did it. Instead of buying expensive parts, Paul often makes his own, whether it is a special trailer, a custom vehicle, or just a clever fix for a tricky problem. His creativity is inspiring, showing viewers that even without fancy tools, you can make things work if you think smart and work hard. As the channel grew, collaborations followed, most notably with Matt's off-road recovery. Fans love seeing the two teams tackle big rescues together. Matt's crew with ropes and heavy-duty tow rigs, Fab Rats with welding, metalwork, and creative fixes. These crossover episodes feel like watching two superheroes team up. Of course, YouTube is not just about the big moments. It is about consistency. Fab Rats uploads 2 to 3 times a week, mixing action-packed rescues, impressive shop builds, and everyday life in a small Utah town. Fans connect with both the projects and the people, from Paul's family helping out to friends dropping by and the crew joking around. It feels real because it is real. Now let us talk about the crew itself because they really deserve the spotlight. At the center with Paul is his wife, Michelle. She is not just behind the camera, she is behind almost everything. From recording and editing videos to handling merchandise and fan interactions, she keeps the channel moving forward. Her quick wit and calm nature balance Paul's big, sometimes chaotic ideas, and without her steady hand, Fab Rats would not run nearly as smoothly as it does today. Then there is their son Landon, who fans have practically watched grow up on screen. At first, he was just the kid wandering around the shop, but over time he has become part of the action. He fetches tools, helps with builds, and joins in on recoveries, showing that he is learning the trade from the ground up. It gives viewers a glimpse of the next generation of Fab Rats, and many fans feel like they have grown up with him. Paul and Michelle have 4 kids in total, 3 boys and a girl, though the others appear less often, usually in fun family moments or special projects. On the shop floor, Tom has become one of the most valuable additions. He came in toward the end of 2023 and immediately made an impact. Whether it is wiring up a complicated system, fabricating mounts, or putting together major builds like the 55 Chevy or the Jeepster rack, Tom handles it all with a level of focus that keeps things moving. Paul often says how grateful he is for Tom's skill and commitment. Carl is another key figure, known for his welding expertise and no-nonsense work ethic. From crafting custom awnings to joining Paul on recoveries, Carl's steady presence has helped tackle some of the toughest challenges. He might not always be front and center, but his reliability makes him a backbone of the crew. Family friends also play an important role. Papa Dar has become a favorite among fans, bringing not only years of mechanical know-how, but also his laid-back humor. Whether he is working on his own Jeep YJ or lending a hand on a Fab Rats project, his contributions add heart and experience to the team. Paul's mom, Cox, occasionally appears too, offering encouragement and warmth that remind everyone this is a family-driven channel. Over the years, other familiar faces have come and gone. Paul's brother Ben was one of the early pillars of Fab Rats. Known for his diesel knowledge, big laugh, and bigger beard, he brought energy and expertise to the shop. In September 2023, he stepped away to cut down on the long commute and spend more time with his wife and kids. He left on good terms and later launched his own channel, B&M's Garage, staying on friendly terms with Paul. Randall was another early hand in the shop, but when he moved on, a young mechanic named Hunter took his place. Hunter's enthusiasm and drive quickly made him a favorite, but by mid-2024, he left to pursue training in automotive tech school, with Paul sending him off proudly. Around the same period, Paul's cousin Sean joined to help out during busy stretches before branching into his own channel, 89 Built. Paul's dad, Sherman, was part of the Fab Rats story from the beginning, remembered fondly for his kindness, wisdom, and hands-on spirit before his passing in 2021. His presence is still felt in the way Paul and the crew carry themselves today. Other helpers like John have stepped in during transitions, and sometimes collaborators like Lizzie from Matt's Off-Road Recovery drop by, though she was never a full-time member. Together, this mix of family, friends, and skilled mechanics has shaped Fab Rats into more than just a shop. It is a team with history, personality, and heart, each person leaving their mark on the channel's journey. Speaking of merchandise, Fab Rats has built a strong side business selling branded gear. From hats and shirts to stickers, fans proudly rep the logo, and it has become another way the community feels connected. In many ways, Fab Rats has grown from just a YouTube channel into a lifestyle brand. It represents resourcefulness, family values, and the joy of solving tough problems with your own two hands. And then there is the question everyone always wants to know. What is Fab Rats worth? While the channel has not made official numbers public, fans estimate that between YouTube ad revenue, merchandise sales, and sponsorships, Fab Rats is doing quite well. Channels of their size often pull in six figures annually, and given their loyal fan base and successful merch, Fab Rats has likely turned their passion into a comfortable full-time career, estimated to be around $750,000. Today, as of 2025, Fab Rats continues to grow strong. Their videos rack up millions of views, their subscriber count keeps climbing, and their reputation in the off-road and fabrication world is rock solid. But what is even more impressive is the bond they have built with fans. People do not just watch Fab Rats for car rescues, they watch because it feels like catching up with friends. Every upload has that cozy familiarity, mixed with the excitement of seeing what kind of crazy problem they will tackle next. At the end of the day, Fab Rats is not about cars. Cars are the vehicle, pun intended, for the stories. But the heart of the channel is about people. It is about teamwork, creativity, and determination, showing that even the toughest challenges can be solved with grit, skill, and a few laughs. Beyond builds and rescues, it is about community, the crew, the family, and the millions of fans who tune in. Fab Rats proves that with the right mindset and support, there is always a way forward.